Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse. We started right at 9 a.m. barely. It's 9:01 now, just as we're coming on the microphone. So if you're new to the channel, awesome. Welcome. If you're returning, even better. Good to see you back. Woo! Taco Tuesday. Javier, good morning, market snipers. Good morning, Javier. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. First half of the live stream, we will cover Bitcoin. We'll cover the altcoins. We'll cover the indices like the NASDAQ and the SP 500. Then we'll take a quick glance at the Magnificent Seven. And then any other stocks. Sorry, looking at the watch list, checking everything out. And anything else that catches our eye, stocks, crypto, etc. In the second half of the live stream, make sure to put in your chart requests early. Early bird gets the worm. And all the details. Put all the details in. Let me know what the ticker symbol is. Let me know if it's crypto or stock. And that way I can search for it quickly and keep the live streaming, right? Keep the live streaming. Joel, good morning. Bob, Tag, you're it. Good morning, Jesse. Can you review? Sure. Woo! Bitcoin. The daily chart is still currently bullish as of right now. Price pushed all the way up to 70,100-ish and then got pushed back down all the way down to 65,600-ish. So almost, what was that? Try to do math right now. Almost $4,500. It's been pushed down over yesterday and today after wicking up all the way to 70,100. So what now, right? Well, it's still bullish on the daily chart. It's still bullish. The bears are still trying to defend and create lower highs, and the bulls are trying to push up. So eventually something's going to give. Obviously, we are leaning towards the upside due to timing of the market, timing of the market cycle, the higher time frames like the weekly chart being bullish, the monthly chart is bullish, etc. The dots are still trending green and trending upward. Several reasons why. Still watching this Apple fractal play out 7 weeks later, at least 7 weeks later. Good morning, Martina. Good morning. Welcome back. Still watching to see what I laid out in the Discord was would Bitcoin break through key target 4 area, come back test it, and flip that resistance into support, and then continue to go upward, right? It's still holding as of right now, right? As of right now, it's still holding. Doesn't mean it couldn't go lower. Even spiked all the way down to 63,450-ish. And so you still have key target 4 over here. Flipping the resistance into support. Green arrow means up, obviously, right? Where would things start to look a little bit different is if we had price starting to break back down, not only key target 4, but start to get daily candle closes back below key target 4 and this upward trend line. So this upward trend line is an uptrend. The trending dots are still trending upward. And if you started getting daily candle closes back below the upward trend line and key target 4, then things would start to look a little bit different in my own personal opinion. Doesn't mean that it couldn't start closing below, fake us all out, and then just take off to the upside, right? Things would start to look a little bit different if price, came down and started going down like this. But then again, it could just still be a quick fake out to the upside. So we'll see how it plays out. We don't have a magic crystal ball. I don't think that happens. But we will be prepared for it. Let's see. So how is it going to play out? Is it going to come out like this, right? And take off to the upside? Possibly. If it's going to follow the fractal closely, right? Continue to follow it, then you probably see it flip back around, come back up, right? Mess around, and then maybe take off to the upside like that. So we will see. I don't expect for it to play out exactly, but if it continues to play out similarly, then it's still on track over there. So we talked about, could it be making a new all-time high sometime in August? We're still in July. We are still in July. So maybe sometime in August, maybe we're making a new all-time highs. If we are making a new all-time highs in August, then I could see that we could also be hitting $80,000 Bitcoin in August, possibly $90,000 in August. So first thing is first, can we make a new all-time high? Can we finally be out of the woods above 73,100-ish with the new daily candle closes back above this pivot point over here? We would be out of the woods, in my opinion, and we would be on to making new all-time highs, and then we'll see about 80,000, maybe 90,000 from there. So we will see how it plays out. If it plays out similar or not, we don't know for sure. We definitely don't know for sure, right? There we are. It's currently in an uptrend on all areas, right? Daily chart, weekly chart, back above the trending dots, right? And what else? What else? What else? What else? 2-week chart, still bullish, back above the trending dots. Hasn't had a sell signal since August 2023, right? Back above it. This 2-week candle closed higher than this pivot point. Would still like to see it close above this pivot point up here. Has not yet. Monthly chart, still currently bullish. Still above the trending dots. Still trending upward. Still above the 2021 pivot at 61,200-ish. Still above the March. The March monthly high over there, 58,900. Those are all bullish reasons why price could go higher, right? Why price could go higher. So we'll see. The month is almost over, and just consolidating sideways forever, right? Consolidating sideways. It's been the same price since March, right? So if it hits that like on the daily, let's see, what is it? If it stays at about $66,000 until August 4th, which is, what is that, 6 days from now? If it did that for about another week, then it would have essentially gone sideways. Of course, spikes to the upside, spikes to the downside, but basically, price will have gone sideways for 5 months, right? For 5 months. The time capitulation is real. People are checking out. People have checked out. I can see that the Twitter feed has calmed down. The Twitter feed has kind of disappeared for the summer, right? Disappeared for the summer compared to over here, right? Even over here, this last part over here since May, it seemed like it's really quieted down on Twitter, right? So part of the season, part of 5 months of doing nothing on Bitcoin. And now, of course, it feels like peak political season, right? This is not a political channel. Never was, never will be. This is the Block the Noise channel, right? So block the noise, and we'll dive into the charts together and continue to sniper the markets all the way until the promised land, hopefully. What else? What else? That's pretty much it for Bitcoin. So we got the plan laid out, right? The plan is laid out all the way since back here, right? All the way since back here. Ethereum had a pending buy signal yesterday. So could it be getting closer, right? Could it be getting closer? Could this be a higher low? Could this be a higher low? Right? This is a more aggressive downward trend line. This is probably a more conservative downward trend line. You can see that. So pending buy signal probably 2 days in a row. Solana had 2 candles above this pivot point and never closed above. Never closed above it. Before we get too deep on the altcoins, let's come over here to the Twitter X app and warm up our trigger finger. Let's hit that like button. Let's hit that repost button. Whether you're on the YouTube app or the X app, go ahead and help me out over here. Help me with the algorithms. And throw an emoji, whatever it is. Whatever it is. I would appreciate it. Thank you in advance. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Keep this going. We have one more month, right? I gave you my word that we would do live streams for at least 1 year. Here we are. Here we are. We have 1 month remaining. A little bit more than a month. I think it was like the first week of September, right? So we will decide if we keep the live streams going or not. It really depends on you. If there's a lot of activity, if people are still enjoying the content, if people are still enjoying the charts, there we go. I hate talking like it's content creator or influencer. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't like it. If I was just I don't know. I won't go down there. I won't go down that way. All right. So if people are still enjoying the charts, right, and we're still getting a lot of viewers, right, we can't compete with Salamandran, my man over there. Bitcoin, 3,300 viewers. We have 287. Oh man. Oh man, we can't compete. We can't compete with the big players. But what we can do is smash the like button more than anyone else, and that will help with the algorithms over there. So we might not be able to get as many viewers because they have a lot more followers. But what we could do is smash the like button better than anybody, and just be assassins on that like button, right? Just market snipers of the like button. There we go. What else? So that's Solana. Okay. Sand up 2%. Nothing has changed over there, in my opinion. Just watching, waiting, see if it's going to hit target 1. Watching, waiting, see if it's going to hit target 2. Watching, waiting to see if it's going to hit target 3. Watching, waiting to see if it's going to hit target 4. Watching, waiting, see if it breaks through target 4 resistance and flips it from resistance into support. Just watching and waiting right now. Bullish divergence followed by the reverse candle. Still going through the bottoming phase. We'll see how it plays out. Near. Ooh, breaking back down. Where is that higher low going to be put in at? Where is the higher low going to be put in at, right? So bullish divergence, the higher probability is a higher low, right? So after bullish divergence, where is that higher low going to be? Let's see. Maybe target 1, right? Maybe target 1. But after that, right? So the higher probability is after target 1. Oh. And then let's change that back to green over here. Boom. Boom. There you go. Target 3 was hit. Yep, we know that, Jesse. Okay, you can remove that. What else? What else? Looking for a higher low to be established. Could come all the way back down. We don't know for sure, but just seems like something like that, right? Something like that. There you go. That's near. Whew. Filecoin, similar thoughts. Mana, yep. Is this the higher low, or is there going to be a lower higher low, right? Rarible, still go through a bottoming phase. Algorand, right? Same thing. Cardano, same thing. Dot, same thing. AVAX, Chainlink, they all start looking similar. Fetch.ai, right? Let's switch gears over the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is breaking back down, right? It is breaking back down. Maybe it will come down and hit target 4 before catching a bounce. Maybe not. Could always be like a double wick bottom short term and then kind of bounce, then come back down, but we don't know yet. It's trending down right now, consolidated sideways a little bit, kind of let the trending dots catch up. The last couple days, it was all the way back here. So, what else? What else? NASDAQ continues to break down sub $19,000 over there. There was bearish divergence followed by a reversal candle followed by a lower high over there. So, we didn't have a magic crystal ball, but what we do is we spot trend reversals in the charts usually before anyone else, right? Usually before anyone else. I don't know. That's what I think. I mean, that the indicator itself is telling us, the indicator is spotting it before I do now, right? I don't have to be so like all on top of it because the indicator is doing it. So we've coded what I used to see years ago. I've coded it into our indicators. So we're seeing, the divergence, right? We're seeing the bearish divergence. The indicator's picking it up. And then on the very next candle, we get that reversal candle. And then we had the RSI sell signal on July 15th. A lower high is getting put in. And then, of course, the actual breakdown of the trending dots and sell signal. Target 1 was hit, right? And then it's just been bearish ever since, right? Been bearish ever since. So, bearish divergence followed by the reverse candle. Not only do we have that on the indicators, but also in the recorded coaching, there's at least an hour video of just talking about divergences, right? How to spot them, whether it's a trend change or even have like a price target on it, all of that. Like it's a deep dive for an hour, right? The live coaching crew that I recorded did a great job of asking questions on the spot, and then I had to think about it and not make up an answer, but like think about it. Like, okay, what I see and what I know, like putting that into an explanation for someone else just takes like a second. So you can kind of see me going through the whole process right there, talking about it. They asked a lot of good questions. If I didn't know the answer, I wouldn't make something up. If I knew the answer or I needed to think about the answer, then you see it happen in real time. But I never made up an answer. So if I didn't know, I would just tell you, I'm not sure. That's a good question. I don't know. So there you go. Bearish divergence, reverse candle, lower high, RSI sell signal. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that we would have seen price come back down below 19,100, right? So if the candle closes below call it $19,000, right? It's currently below it right now. If the candle closes, let's zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. See how this candle is lower than this candle close right here. If we see that, then let's see. Two things. The probabilities would increase that we'll see target 4 get hit sooner rather than later, but also we'll be keeping an eye on, see if bullish divergence is formed. And if it is, then we might be seeing a bounce, right? So really two things happening in real time. If target 3 is not holding and we get a candle close below and takes out this pivot point, the probabilities are increasing that we're going to see this target get hit. However, if it forms bullish divergence, right? There's always there's always a however. Oh, I took the night shift with the baby. I took the night shift. But she was easy last night. So what was it? Recap here. 3:30 a.m. 3:30 a.m. changed her diaper. 4 a.m. started feeding her, and by 4:30 a.m. I had changed her diaper a second time. While I was feeding her, she was on my lap and she was just farting up a storm. Just farting up a storm, right? Never thought that you know, I'd be okay with, someone, I guess it's not even someone, it's like your own little baby, right? 5 weeks old, just farting up a storm, and it's 4:30 a.m. and you just get a kick out of it. It just cracks me up. I don't know, I start laughing. But also knowing that I have to change the diaper again, right? So I'm like, oh man, I gotta change the diaper again an hour later. Woo wee. So and then put her back to sleep. And then I started to doze off. And then wifey, yeah, I fell asleep. I was in and out of sleep. One eye on the baby, right? And the wifey woke me up at 6. I took another nap and then woke up again to get the live stream ready, take a look at the markets. Got got some new subscribers dialed in on the indicators, all that stuff, right? So all that in the morning. Checked some of my trades, all that stuff, right? All that stuff bright and early. So here we are, trying to make it happen. Check my own trades. That's first and foremost, right? That's number one. That still pays the bills and then some. And then we've got the hobby, which is the Discord. Also put my number one project priority. I put it back into development. Should be done within 2 days, but went ahead and authorized that today, this morning as well. So man, I did a lot this morning, and then I'm only on the third item on my checklist today, the live stream, and then I've got so I got 5 more things on my major things on my checklist to knock off today, and one I got to take the dog out for the afternoon. So here we are, rambling along on Taco Tuesday. I think we're gonna get tacos today too. I think the wife's doing tacos. She mentioned possible tacos yesterday. I opted out, so maybe I'll opt in for tacos today. Never go wrong with tacos. Okay, we got sidetracked there. SP 500 filled that gap. I never did the targets on the SP 500, right? A lot of reasons for it to come back below 5,400, in my opinion. We'll see if that happens or not. Dow Jones, we drew this out. It's just kind of consolidating above this breakout here. So we'll see if it does or not. Maybe it comes back test this trend line breakout over here, right? You can throw a horizontal on there as well. Yep. So something like that, right? So we will see. Probably throw on what else can we do? What else can we do? Still in uptrend. Dow Jones. We'll see. I don't know. I don't love it. We'll just leave it like that for now. Russell 2000 flat today. Is that a lower high? It was getting overbought, right? It was getting overbought. RSI sell signal. It's consolidating. This is a massive move up, right? Possible lower high. could come back down similar to the Dow Jones and get a little bit of a retracement. Let's put on the horizontal over here, right? There you go. So there you go. Dollar. We don't know yet. VIX, bullish, still bullish on the VIX, up another 6%, which coincides and lines up nicely with the NASDAQ going through a correction. So if you're shorting the NASDAQ futures or you're shorting SP 500, obviously none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only. And obviously, we hope to have a little bit of entertainment along the way, fun times along the way, whether making fun of me, making fun of my pronunciations or whatever. Hopefully, we have a little bit of fun. So, if you're shorting the NASDAQ and SP 500, you'd want to see the VIX pumping. You want to see the VIX bullish. And if you're long the NASDAQ and SP 500, you do not want to see the VIX pumping hard, right? So, what else? Let's switch over to the Magnificent Seven. Nvidia down 6%. Oh my goodness. No wonder why it's quiet. Nvidia. Oh, who would have thought? Who would have thought these gaps are getting filled, right? $96 has not been filled yet. I haven't put on the targets, but the gap is a target. The gap is a target. Ooh, can't even see my water. That's crazy. And for some reason, the Wi-Fi, when I did the speed test, is about 100 megabytes, 100 to 150 megabytes slower than normal. So it might be a little choppy. I'm not sure why. It looked like when I did the speed test, it wasn't picking up Orange County. It was picking up LA. So that's weird, which is too far away. That's over 55 miles away. So I don't know why it's doing that, but when it picks up the Orange County, then and pings that for the speed test, it's much faster. So I think that's the reason why. Nvidia down 6%. Closing in on the gap down here at 96. Another one at 69. Another one, a big one down at $30, right? Another one down there. Weekly chart. Let's see. The weekly chart had all that bearish divergence. Had the RSI sell signal last week. We talked about that. We covered it. Seems like the prices are going lower, right? Maybe not all at once. Probably catches a bounce here or there. Let the trending dots catch up. But a longer term, a lower high is a higher probability. That would be the lower high over here. A candle close on the weekly chart. Ooh. Let's take a look. So you got that bearish divergence, right? The bearish divergence is what I'm pointing out. You don't need to do that, but the indicator is already pointing it out. Jesse, come on. Bearish divergence, the indicator is pointing this out, right? This is a lower high. A lower high is confirmed with taking out this pivot point over here. So a lower high after bearish divergence, confirming the trend reversal, confirming lower prices, right? So you've got bearish divergence on the weekly, bearish divergence on the weekly chart going all the way back here, right? You got the bearish divergence. You got the lower high over here. Woo! Dang. Right? Got the lower high over here. So seems like $96 is going to get filled. It seems like price could go lower than $96. We'll see how it plays out. Again, I don't think it gets there all at once. It could. It could get there in a hurry as it's starting to break down, but expect bounces along the way. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to go make new all-time highs. I saw someone else. I saw a little bit of noise, a little bit of news, a little bit of but also like supposedly the CEO of Nvidia was selling his stocks as well, I think last week. So last week over here, we spotted the divergence back here. We spotted the lower high in the weekly chart back here. And then the CEO was selling shares last week. I think it was. I think I saw a YouTuber talk about it. I would give credit where credit is due. I don't remember who it was. So sorry about that. But a YouTuber was talking about the CEO selling his shares over there. It's all public, right? Public information. So you go check that out and fact check it. I didn't fact check it because I don't care at the end of the day, but it's just a talking point for this live stream that, oh, and by the way, the CEO is selling his shares. So bearish divergence well before he was selling his shares. A possible lower high. This is a weekly chart too. So the weekly chart is slower. And then a bearish engulfing candle on the weekly chart, all happening before the CEO is selling his shares, right? Bearish divergence, lower high, lower high, lower high, right? It's like it happens in slow motion, right? Because it does happen in slow motion. And then all of a sudden, slow and then fast, right? And the next thing you know, black swan event, the chips have a malfunction in it or whatever. The news gets pushed out after the fact and is down 26% on a $3 trillion asset, which is no longer a $3 trillion asset. It's a $2.57 trillion asset market capitalization. Even though the continues to show positive earnings, right? So what happened? There's positive earnings. Well, that doesn't mean anything. It was overbought. There's bearish divergence, right? That's why we can't make a strategy based off of the fundamentals. We can't. If you're going to be a swing trader, in my own personal opinion, you're seeing the trend go up, but it was getting overbought, and now it's due for a correction, right? It's due for a correction. So that's Nvidia, Meta, similar. You got similar gaps down here to be filled. Amazon, big gaps down here. Microsoft, breaking down from the upper trend line. Tesla, we don't know if it's going to find support and bounce or if it's going to come back down here, find support and bounce. We don't know yet. Apple, right? Got a big gap down here. So there's a lot of gaps left. There are a lot of gaps left open by the Magnificent Seven that have not been filled all the way back from like May or whatever. So we don't know if that's going to happen or not. But is Bitcoin around this area here? Is Bitcoin going to break out similar to Apple? We hope so. We don't know for sure because it is somewhat correlated with the NASDAQ and tech stocks, in my opinion. So will it be uncorrelated for a certain period of time? Is it lagging Apple? We don't know. Could Apple come all the way back test this breakout? Because you didn't even really see a back test of it or a consolidation of it. It just broke straight through, right? So maybe it comes all the way back tests here, and then takes off to the upside. Google, yeah. Probably because they're seeing their portfolio go down, right? Lonely Taco Tuesday. We have each other, Javier, and Martina, and Bob Tag, and Joel, and Javier again, and myself, right? We have each other on the comments, so it's all right. But yeah, right? Quieter when things aren't pumping. When you see these big assets, Javier, drop down 10, 15, 20, 25%, that's massive because a lot of them are inside of a 401k. A lot of them are inside of your long-term investments like the IRA and stuff. So these major stocks like the Magnificent Seven, every ETF holder seems like they're holding these Magnificent Seven stocks. And so you feel, even when you're getting the pinch, because it was 60 or 70% of Americans. And I'm only talking about Americans. Interesting. 60, 70% of Americans um, don't have a lot of savings, if at all. 60 to 70% of Americans are feeling the pinch on inflation, right? The cost of living has gone up not only on rent, housing, food, energy, insurance. My insurance skyrocketed for no reason, especially on my car insurance. My car insurance just jumped up out of nowhere and for no reason whatsoever. No accidents. The last accident I was in was 22 years ago, and wasn't my fault. I was hit on the driver's side, T-boned. She was going like 60 miles an hour. Major car accident. Took me like 3 months to recover from my concussion. It was a massive accident, but bounced back, recovered after about 3 months. And what else? Oh, yeah. No tickets or anything, right? No tickets, no accidents or anything, and my insurance jumps up for no reason. So there's that. What else? So 60 to 70% of people are feeling it, but they still feel rich because housing prices went up for no reason. Not for no reason, but artificially, right? Artificially they went up, or they went up because of circumstances rather than because you made home improvements. That's what I'm trying to talk. That's what I'm trying to say. You didn't make like everybody didn't make home improvements to like make their housing value double, right? Or go up 50%, 100%, whatever it was. Uh, and then same with the your portfolio on like the 401k stuff like that. People felt rich. Well, you take a 25% haircut on real estate and or your stocks, and you're no longer going to feel rich, and you're going to be feeling the pinch on inflation. So you're getting hit from both sides. I'm talking about 60 to 70% of Americans, right? So that plays a factor on engagement. That's what I'm trying to say. So, as the boat is taking on water, right? As the boat is taking on water, whether that's inflation increasing or the cost of everything going up. Because here's the thing: maybe they hit their target of 2% inflation, maybe not, but that's on top of what the inflation was last year, which was on top of the inflation from 2022, which is what on top of the inflation from 2021, which is on top of the inflation from 2020. It's not like the inflation's gone down. It's just increasing at a slower pace, right? So if inflation went up 9% in 2020, 2021, and then it was 5% on top of that, and then it's 3 to 4% on top of that, and it's 3 to 4% on top of that. Next thing you know, you're 20 to 25% higher cost of living 4 or 5 years later. I mean, I don't think a lot of people's wages are keeping up with that. So anyways, yep. All right, Taco Tuesday. So there we go. What else? All right, let's get back on track over here. Boom. Let's look at these Bitcoin mining stocks, right? Coming back in. Hut's back testing, see if it finds support. This was a massive move. Were you taking profits? Were you taking profits up here? If not, you got to dial in your strategy better, right? You got to dial in your strategy better. At what point are you taking profits, right? Bearish divergence, overbought, a lower high, bearish engulfing candle, breakdown from the trending dots, etc., etc. G Rod, good morning. G Rod, good morning. Yep. Or good night. No, you corrected it. Good night, G Rod. No, good morning. There you go. Bitfarm. Sell signal yesterday. Hit 4 out of 4 targets to upside. Possible lower high. Bearish engulfing candle. Sell signal. Sure. It's pretty much been flat. Basically been going sideways. Yeah, but we could take a look at it. We'll come back to it. Marathon Digital, similar thoughts. Sell signal, going sideways, right? CLSK breaking down. We had this arrow on here a long time ago. We drew this out back here in like June. And then, is it going to consolidate and break out to the upside, or red arrow down? Still has not filled this gap at $10.55. It's a pretty big gap, right? Several other mining stocks have filled that gap. It's about 13%. We don't know if it's going to fill that gap or not, but just pointing it out. Iris Energy still trending downward after that massive pump up. Bearish divergence, right? Bearish divergence. We're going to make it, hopefully. Bearish divergence followed by a reverse candle. When was then a good time to lock in profits? You might have a great buy strategy and you bought at $15 and then you just never take profits because you become a buy and holder, right? Because you don't have a strategy. If you have a strategy, you buy and you sell. You buy and you sell, or you sell and then you buy, right? If you're shorting it. Cypher Mining, MIGI. Oh, man. That last sell signal over here, possible lower high. Oh, right? These targets are still valid. Only hit one, though, until it takes out 84 cents. Are you waiting for all of that, right? Is someone waiting for all that? Just the cycle never ends. Continuing to be forced hodlers, right? Forced hodlers. Hit 3 out of 4 targets up there. Hive, right? 4 out of 4 targets. Bearish divergence, followed by a reversal candle. Veritone breaking back down, only hit 1 target so far. Looking for that higher low to be established. Had that sell signal yesterday, right? These targets are still valid unless price takes out $2.24. So, Lemonade. Bearish divergence not shown on the indicator. Bearish divergence followed by an RSI sell signal. Most likely, probably going to get a retracement here. Most likely, we will see a retracement of this massive move up. So, we don't give financial advice, but when would now be a good time to lock in profits? Even price could go higher for sure. Price could go higher, but this is a massive move, right? This is a massive move from this buy signal back here. Hold on. What happened? All the way back here, right? 50% move in a short period of time, right? That is in what is that? 8 days. 50% move in 8 days, right? 8 trading days, 8 market open days. There we go. That's what we're trying to say. Upstart, similar thoughts, right? It was overbought, reversed candle, come all the way back down, see if it finds support, fill this gap over here, and then see if it takes off to the upside. Labu, similar thoughts, big move up, reverse candle, possible lower high over here at 143, breaking back down, have a gap down here. If you didn't take profits from this buy over here, one would now be a good time to lock in those profits, right? What else? Anything else catches our eye? We got PayPal. You got it, G-Rod. We've got MSTR for Bob Tag. What else? That's it. Only 2 requests. Okay. Coin. So we got some time. We got 45. We're at 45 minutes. Had the sell signal again on coin. Bitcoin ETFs, right? Piton 100% flat. I haven't looked at forever. ARKB, yep. What else? MicroStrategy. Okay. Can you review MicroStrategy charts daily and weekly? You got it. So similar to Bitcoin, right? Currently still bullish on the daily chart. Currently bullish on the daily chart. Back above this trend line, right? Close above this pivot point here. So you could say this is a good retracement. Possible higher low, higher high over here. Still hasn't taken out this pivot point here yet. So something to keep an eye on. Let's see. So bullish on the daily chart as of right now. Maybe this is another lower high. Too early to say. It's somewhere in between, right? It's something to keep an eye on, right? Let's see. Weekly chart. What else? What else? What else? Never made a higher high on the weekly chart either, right? Just came up short. Just came up short. Oh, hold on. Let me fix that. Let's get it dialed in a little bit more. Just came up short right here. So this is a lower high as of right now. This is a bearish engulfing candle on the weekly chart. Fake out, possible bull trap to the upside. We don't know, right? But that's MicroStrategy. I wonder if no. Possible lower high, right? Too early to say. Possible lower high, possible bearish engulfing candle. It's only Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. And of course, none of the coaching courses or none of the coaching videos have the candle strategies with bearish engulfing or anything like that. I just know about it as awareness, but it doesn't play a factor into the actual trading strategy whatsoever. But it is an awareness that there is a bearish engulfing candle, and that could be an early sign of a possible reversal. So something to be aware of. So we'll see. We'll see. You got gaps that have not been filled, right? Let's see. Are there? Yeah. There's a small, tiny gap over here. Small gap over here. Couple small gaps over here. So we'll see. Gappy gap over here. You got it, Martina. You got it. You got it. I mean, you stayed 49 minutes. You stayed 49 minutes. So I feel like that's the full. I think we're only covering PayPal and we're done anyway. So good to see you back. What else? PayPal gapped up. Okay. Yeah. So it's been just kind of waiting, and then gap up today. So pending buy signal. Bob Tag, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. G-Rod, PayPal, gapped up today. So, is it finally going to make its move, right? Is it finally going to make its move? Is it finally going to fill this gap at $72.50 that was left open all the way back from August 2023, August 1st? So it'll be exactly 1 year tomorrow. That was on a Taco Tuesday too, right? No, Taco Tuesday. So yeah, wow. 1 year later, this gap has still not been closed. Interesting. So here we are, Taco Tuesday, gap up 1 year later, right? So we'll see if it fills that gap finally. Eventually, is going to fill this gap at 107. Eventually, will it retest the 200-week moving average of 132? We don't know. We don't know. Weekly chart, pending buy signal on the weekly chart. Bullish divergence has not been cleared yet. Possible higher low scenario over here at $58. Could be getting back above the trending dots, right? What else? That would be another higher probability over here. Or hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I like that one better. There we go. So you got the bullish divergence, right? You've got the higher low. Oh, wrong one. Hold on. Possible higher macro low. Pending buy signal. And these longer term targets are still valid. Got this gap. You got this gap. You got the 200-week moving average. You got that gap. You got that gap at 226. That was a massive bear market to the downside. A lower high, breakdown, sell signal, all the way down. Sell signal, right? Didn't even have a weekly chart buy signal until January 2023. And then that was all sold off. It's been going through this bottoming phase for a very, very, very long time. If you look back here, it's been oversold since November 2021, and it's just been in a bear market ever since. That is incredible move to the downside. Are we going to see an incredible rally to the upside? Are we finally going to see it? That would be amazing, right? That would be amazing, G-Rod. We don't know yet. Woo! Taco Tuesdays, get wild. Yes, let's get wild. All right, well, I don't see any other requests. We're about 52 minutes. Doesn't sound like I'm going to have to flip or seem like I'm going to have to flip the hat on backwards. I just ran out of water. Good timing. What else? Anything else? Got SoFi, ANF breaking down. We talked about this back here on the live stream. Hit so many targets to the upside. It would be insane if Bitcoin hit 5 longer term targets to the upside, similar to ANF and similar to Nvidia, right? Yeah, Babster Loafman, I did. Yeah, just real briefly. It's still bearish on the daily chart. Yeah, you have to go back. Yeah, I did. Thank you for asking. If you're late, it's okay. It's okay. Better to be late than never, right? ANF, we talked about, is this the top? We don't know for sure, right? There is bearish divergence. The indicator's picking it up. Bearish divergence. We had a lower high over here, July 2nd. We had an RSI sell signal back on June 5th, right? And target 1's already been hit. G-Rod, you're welcome. You are welcome. Babster, yeah. ANF coming in target 2. The weekly chart, no sell signal yet, but there was bearish divergence followed by possible lower high, sneaky one, RSI sell signal, right? So bearish divergence. Seems like we're going to come back down and hit target 2 at the very least. At the very least. Seems like we're going to come back and hit target 2. And then we have a lot more lower targets, right? So is the parabolic move for ANF done? Seems like it. Has it hit target 1? Yes. Oh, just got an alert. Could target 3 get hit? Sure. Could target 4 get hit? Sure. If target 3 or 4 does not find support, then see 200-week moving average all the way down at about, what is that? Eyeball test, about $50, right? What is that? Let's see. $50, right? Hasn't retested it since May 2023. What a run that was for ANF, even from the weekly buy signal all the way up to the top wick, 564%. Why can't Bitcoin? Why not Bitcoin, right? Why not Bitcoin hit those same targets, right? Come on. Come on. Nvidia hit 5 out of 5 A&F targets as well. Bitcoin has not. Bitcoin hasn't even hit A&F target, longer term A&F target 1. If so, it would be above $100,000. Why not? Why not? Why not? Yeah, longtime market sniper Nick Sig. Yep. He yeah, he hasn't been in the Discord. He's working as a dentist, right? He's a dentist. So he's building up his last couple offices, and then I think his plan, I don't know if his employees are watching or not, but to sell. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work running your own business, running multiple offices. Who knows if he'll come back. He was doing a lot of videos for us for free, right? Just to give back to the sniper community. But when you're really busy and other things too, right? Life happens. So we don't know. But where is the Honorable Dr. Nick Sig? Based off of private direct messages, he is working hard over there, building up his offices. So shout out to Dr. the dentist, Nick Sig over there. So with that, G-Rod, we are still here. You're welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will see you tomorrow after I have some tacos tonight. We will see you tomorrow on the next live stream. Continue to sniper the markets together. Smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button. The repost button. Comment. Everything. Help me, help you, help me. And get these algorithms working in our favor. Thanks again. And adios. You got it, G-Rod.